Good evening, and it's great to have you with us here on a very busy Thursday night. That major hurricane about to hit the U.S. The second presidential debate now called off after President Trump objected to it being a virtual town hall to protect everyone. But we're going to begin tonight with that alleged terror plot and the chilling plan. The FBI says it stopped before it could be carried out. A plan to kidnap Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer, and then what they were planning to do to her. 13 suspects arrested, including 7 alleged members of a right-wing militia group. The FBI and state authorities conducting a series of raids in Michigan. Those 13 suspects taken into custody, 7 of them alleged members of that right-wing militia group. Governor Whitmer has been the target of protests since last spring over restrictions aimed to stop the spread of COVID amid one of the early outbreaks. Michigan, of course, a hot spot at the time. Today, Governor Whitmer thanking authorities for protecting her and her family, but went on to talk about white supremacists in this country. And the president, who she pointed out was asked to condemn white supremacists on that debate stage. You'll remember the president saying, "Stand back and stand by." Our Chief Justice correspondent Pierre Thomas leading us off tonight.
The alleged plot nightmarish.
Earlier today, Attorney General Dana Nessel was joined by officials from the Department of Justice and the FBI to announce state and federal charges against 13 members of 2 militia groups who were preparing to kidnap and possibly kill me.
The FBI and state police seen here raiding a home and detaining an individual took action after the men met this week to exchange tactical gear and to pool their money to allegedly buy explosives. The mission? Attack the governor before Election Day. Authorities claim the planning was months in the making, with the men even going to the governor's vacation home twice to conduct surveillance. 2 of the suspects allegedly had a plan to create a diversion.
Discussed detonating explosive devices to divert police from the area of the home.
This was a highly dangerous group. They were well armed, they were training, they had a plan, and they were prepared to carry out their attack.
According to the FBI, the men were apparently angry because of Governor Whitmer's restrictions during the coronavirus pandemic, including those on gyms. Tensions have been high in Michigan for weeks, with militia members, some of them armed, at one point descending on the State House last spring, intimidating lawmakers. The FBI infiltrated and wiretapped one of the groups after getting a tip that the men were allegedly plotting against police and planning to attack the state capitol in an attempt to overthrow the government. With an informant listening in, they called Whitmer a tyrant. One of the suspects saying, "Snatch and grab the governor. Just grab the expletive." They allegedly wanted to take her to a secret location in Wisconsin for a trial that would end in execution.
All of us in Michigan can disagree about politics, but those disagreements should never, ever amount to violence.
An angry Governor Whitmer today calling out President Trump.
Just last week, the President of the United States stood before the American people and refused to condemn white supremacists and hate groups like these 2 Michigan militia groups.
Are you willing tonight to condemn white supremacists and militia groups?
Sure,
Are you
I'm
prepared
willing
to
do
specifically
that,
do it? Well, go ahead,
say,
sir. Listen, right
Proud
militia.
Boys, stand back and stand by.
At one point, the president tweeted there was a need to liberate Michigan.
So let's get with us to Pierre Thomas tonight in Washington. Pierre, where does this case stand tonight?
David, the investigation is ongoing and there could be more charges. It's not quite over.
Pierre, you just reported here weeks ago on this broadcast that the FBI Director Christopher Wray had warned of this very kind of threat.
Yeah, David, there are a variety of people and groups with grievances, some of them radicalizing online and some of them getting together to share their frustrations. They range from white supremacists to anti-government radicals from the left and the right, some of them even anarchists, kind of a witch's brew. The FBI has a difficult job of trying to figure out when they go from radical speech to something potentially violent. David?
Just an alarming story today unfolding. Pierre, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.